Do Not Violate My Boundaries project is a project which kindergarten and primary schools around Turkey attended. The project was carried on at Evening Portal. That aims to teach children their personal limits, to gain the ability to say no when necessary, to develop awareness of using the internet safely while developing their digital acquisition, and to develop their ability to express their feelings and thoughts. The project was attended by 366 students and 521 parents in 13 different kindergartens and primary schools in different provinces. The project started with the parents' seminar. In the parents' seminar, information was given about child abuse, known mistakes, and issues that should be considered as parents. After the seminar, a digital questionnaire was applied. Two goals were determined in the project, and different lessons plans were implemented for kindergarten and primary school. The first objective is to comprehend that decision making is an important skill. A teddy bear was brought to the classroom, and the story of Teddy Bear and Fluffy Frog was told. In this story, the teddy bear was forced to go to the beehive by the fluffy frog to get honey. However, the teddy bear didn't go to the beehive by remembering his grandfather's saying, "Where there is honey, there is a bee." Yes or no cards were prepared together with the students. The students were told to say yes or no and were asked to answer with the cards. The game was played by using the green tick and red cross before the school. Preschool game was also played. In this game, the children jumped on red and green cards thrown on the ground. By saying stop, the children were asked to say the sentence on which card they stood. Dramatizations were designed with the students. Scenarios about making decisions, saying no, and protecting oneself were written.
Kırmızı başlıklı kız bir gün okula gitmek için erkenden kalkar. Kahvaltısını yapar, dişlerini fırçalar, okul kıyafetlerini giyer, saçlarını tarar. Annesiyle vedalaştıktan sonra evden ayrılır. Ormanda okula doğru giderken yanına kurnaz ve kötü kalpli kurt yaklaşır. Okula ormandan gidersen yolun çok uzar. Ben kestirme bir yol biliyorum. Benimle gelmek ister misin tatlı kız? Hayır, ben seninle gelmem. Kendi bildiğim yoldan gideceğim. Küçük kız hızlı adımlarla okula doğru yol alırken sınıf arkadaşları Serdar'a rastlar. Bugün hava çok güzel. Okulda çok sıkılırız. Beraber top oynayalım mı? Hayır Serdar. Okul vaktinde oyun oynayamayız. Bence sen de benimle okula gelmelisin. Öğretmenimiz gelmezsen çok üzülür. Öyle bir şey dediğim için özür dilerim arkadaşım. Ben de seninle geleceğim. Ve okula doğru yol alırlar. Renk renk pamuk şekerlerim var. Siz de almak ister misiniz? Hayır, biz sağlıksız şeyler yemeyiz. Annemiz bizim beslenme çantamıza sağlıklı sandviçler hazırladı. Onu yiyeceğiz. Ders zili çalınca saygılı bir şekilde sıraya girer ve sınıflarına giderler. Haftalık ders planlarına göre hazırlık yapıp öğretmenlerini sessizce beklerler. Başlarından geçen her şeyi öğretmenlerine anlatır. Öğretmenlere aferin çocuklar, yapmak istemediğiniz bir öneriyle karşılaştığınızda suçluluk duymadan hayır demelisiniz. Annenizden, babanızdan ya da öğretmeninizden
How did we try to teach preschool personal boundaries? The differences between boys and girls, the painting and dressing of boys and girls, our special regions, the good touch and the bad touch, the right to say no were worked on. The story of the wolf who wanted to trap a rabbit was read, and the students were asked questions. Students' photos of painting and dressing boy and girl figures. Some photos of children learning their rights and some of their painting activities. We studied expressions of anger, sadness, and happiness. How do we feel? How do we walk when we are happy or angry? How did we learn about our personal boundaries in primary school? Children's rights were presented. What would you do in given example situations? We discussed them with students. A sample video was discussed and talked about. The project keywords were prepared in learning apps and made available to the students. Slogans about what we learned were found and posters were made. We learned about the secure internet. We prepared some flashcard games and we also played them with our students in this project. Some quiver and puzzle games were done. We prepared cards about what we learned in this project. These cards remained with the students and we called them reminder cards. Plicker's tool was used to evaluate the project. 10 separate sentences were prepared for preschool and primary school. The students answered these questions by answering yes or no. For the project dissemination, exhibitions were held in national press, schools, and shopping malls. Blog sites were opened. The project received 13 different quality labels. We presented the project at Sabancı University's presentations about the good examples in education. We also received the second place at projects that make differences in Sakarya. With this project, we aim to highlight the issues about child abuse and develop solutions. We believe we succeeded at doing that. You could get information about our lesson plans, activities, rubrics, and apply this project to your school. Thank you all for your participation.